Alright, so today we are going to review 3 comic books. But the reason I'm set up in this view is because I bought connecting covers. But from Ghost Machine, we have Redcoat number 7, Rook Exodus number 6, and Geiger number 7. I was kind of surprised that they didn't do all the same numbered issues for the connecting covers. But I figured I'd at least give you a look at that. Let's see how they look together. This is a really enjoyable world of characters and runs of different things going on, but there you go. There you have it. If you wanted to pick up the connecting covers, just make sure you get Rook number 6, because that's the final issue of Rook for this volume, and then Geiger and Redcoat also going into their next rounds of volumes. But yeah, it's kind of surprising that they did kind of surprising that they didn't connect them all on issue 6. I thought there was 2 sets of connecting covers, but I think all the other ones were wraparound covers. But yeah, this is a really enjoyable run if you're missing out at all. I'd say Ghost Machine, and then with Geoff Johns, Jason Fabak, Brad Anderson, Rob Lay working on these. Andrew Curry and Brian Hitch also. Paul Pelletier, Andrew Hennessy are all part of this also. But a wonderful world of characters and comics, and they just came out with some more with the Hyde Street and the Rockefellers and Hornsby and Hallow, which are kind of like a angel and a demon child, each living with a separate family, not really knowing what they are or who they are, and how that's going to come across. The Rockefellers was an interesting family that has their own powers and stuff. Kind of curious where that's going to go, but I didn't jump on those 2. I'm going to wait for later on when they put some of these stories together. And but Hyde Street I did jump on, even though I did miss 1 issue, but hopefully I'll be able to pick that up. But in the Rook world, this is the final issue of this round, and you're basically getting our characters being abused by the bear character, Ursa. I can't remember, is it like Ursa Major? His name, I can't, dang it. Should have updated myself on this before I said that one. Ursa, that's it. I knew it was something that reminded me of Ursa Major. But, yeah, he's the one that controls the big grizzlies and stuff. And he's got our wolf character chained up. We also got Rook, who's trying to help out. They go through a big battle. Rook loses his helmet. The helmets control the animals. But in reality, the animals can be controlled by their humans, or at least worked with by their humans, I should say. The crows don't like to be controlled. They like to have someone to work with. But yeah, this battle takes us into the big final match between Ursa and all the other helmet wearers. And we also find out that there's a very interesting character that knows may know how to start the world engine on this planet that was supposedly dying, and that's why they started these helmet-wearing, animal-controlled characters. And because our Earth got destroyed, we went to this planet. Now this planet's getting destroyed, and all the people with money jumped off the planet, and these are all the people that were left on the planet to deal with what's happening. But yeah, it's got beautiful artwork, wonderful storyline. I don't want to give away the last few pages, but yeah, you'll see our turtle characters in this one. That's him right there. The tortoise, you got the fox, you got the crow, and then there's a few other characters that get represented in this one. But yeah, this is a great finale to this first volume, this first run. Looking forward to seeing where else that storyline goes. I really hope. Well, actually, from what I've heard, all these are going to somehow cross paths, but I don't know if there's going to be some dimensional jumping, time travel, or what's going to go on with it, but it don't matter. I'll follow it. We got Geiger. These three I'll stay on for sure. But I'm not sure about the Hornsby and Hallow, the Rockefellers, Hyde Street, all those. Definitely stick with anything that comes out of Junkyard Joe, because he, I believe, in the next issue of Geiger is going to be doing the first crossover by appearing in the Geiger books, but we will see what happens. You got our really our cute little three-eyed zebra. I love when he walks up and then the eyeball just pops open. I'd love to see this on the big screen. Hopefully we'll get something from this world in the future. But our characters, the glowing man and the night character and the dog, they had to stop in a certain area, and the zebra that just so happened to have characters that are like organ harvesters, and then they dealt with all those issues. Now they're being attacked by a bunch of these night characters that happen to know the night character that is hanging with Geiger, and they end up in a big battle, have to deal with things. He tries to give one of his old commanding knights an option to not continue doing what they're doing, and realize that the Geiger character's on the good side, but yet they don't care because they're working for the bad side, and they're going to do what they got to do to deal with them. And because of that, I don't want to keep showing you all that stuff because it's going to end up teasing you for what's to come. But yeah, we find out why these knights are after them, who sent them, who else is going to be appearing in the future. They come across some kids. These kids happen to be trapped by some insects, some night crawlers, the giant ant characters. Geiger and our night character help out the kids, and then find out that the kids are doing something, searching for something that's near to Geiger's heart. And then we also find out that there's more people in the background that we're going to learn about in the upcoming storylines. But yeah, great finish for that. Well, I don't think 7 was, I think 6 would have, well, no, this felt more like a finishing of the volume than last issue. They do still put in, I love that any new characters or characters that we've seen before that haven't got their own page explaining their powers, abilities, where they came from, all that stuff. They do that in the back of the books, which is really nice. Plus give you your timeline with all the other books where they're at. But yeah, this is leading into the next thing. So I would think 7 would be the start of the next volume, but it just felt like more of a finish to what's been going on than the last issue. But I guess with the organ harvesters and stuff, I guess they considered that a complete section. Now they got the knights coming in, which is going to lead us into another character and some other beings that are after them that they're going to have to deal with. Then we got Redcoat, number 7. Our character, this Simon, just sits here and he's kind of still basically wallowing in his self-pity. Feels bad about himself, feels like he can't do anything that's going to change anything in the future, and he goes to visit Albert Einstein, who's laying in a hospital bed, and very happy to see his friend. He's on his last legs, and Simon comes in to see him, visit him finally after a long period, which is kind of rude considering Simon's an immortal, and Albert tried his best as a young guy to help Simon peer out, and so Simon comes in, tells him what kind of adventures he's been on, and basically they banter back and forth. Albert explains to Simon that there's so much you can do, there's so much you're made for, but Simon just won't get out of his own head and allow himself to realize his potential, what he should be doing, just because he just, I don't know, he got his immortality accidentally, but yet he saved the world from someone more evil getting the immortality ability. And yeah, we found out with all the stuff with George Washington's axe and the damage it did to Simon and how it could have killed him within 3 days. We got to see how he survived through that and what happened, and now we're just basically getting an issue where it's like two friends meeting up one last time to go over things, and I'm not gonna show any more of this, but yeah, it'll be interesting where it's going, who's gonna, this one I like because it's got Albert's little synopsis in the back, which I've been waiting for, and there's an example of the history that's happening, and you pretty much got Redcoat back in the 1776, but working its way up. We got the Northerner, which we know nothing about yet. That's coming out in the future along with the Monster and Widow X. So we got Junkyard Joe comes online in 72. We got the first Ghost is captured on film current day, and then we got the Unknown War erupts 5 years from now, and 25 years from now is when Geiger appears. But yeah, these timelines are nice because they get you caught up to where you could be or where you should be. But there's the Hornsby and Hallow, and it's also got the Rockefellers listed under it. You got Devour, which I have not checked out yet, and Hyde Street. I forgot about Devourer, but yeah, it's a very interesting universe of characters and items. But yeah, I love that 3-page 19 cover. So get those if you want them. Otherwise, they have wraparounds and all that you can pick up too if you're not doing all 3, or if you're just not into the connecting covers. But yeah, keep following Under the Call of MS, rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, and we will get back with more of these videos soon. Alright, thanks. Bye.